Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is a little different. No travel guides, no spreadsheets, no retirement math. Just me and Chai sitting down answering your questions from YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere else you found us online. This was totally unrehearsed. We just hit record, sat on the couch, and let it roll. So you're getting the real us, the laughs, the random stories, and probably a few moments I'll wish I could edit out later. So grab your drink of choice, settle in, and welcome to Away with Joe. I'm Joe Burrows, and I'm living my dream retirement. Slow traveling through Southeast Asia, camera in hand, scuba diving the turquoise waters, and chasing adventures I used to only dream about. But here's the truth. This isn't luck. This is design. I built this life the same way I used to build products in my career, with planning, strategy, and a clear roadmap. And now I want to show you how to do the same. All right, as I said, this episode is all Q&A. So if you haven't asked us a question, leave one in the comments on this video and we'll answer it in our next Q&A episode. Before we dive in, a big shout out to our channel sponsor, McCoy Smokehouse and Saloon in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you like ribs that fall off the bone, pulled pork that tastes like it came from heaven, and smoked wings that make you rethink your life choices, McCoy's is your place. They've been supporting the channel since day one, and I honestly can't thank them enough. If you're ever anywhere near Charlotte, stop by McCoy's, tell them Joe sent you, and grab a plate of barbecue that'll make you consider retiring right there on their patio. All right, welcome to a very special edition of Away with Joe, where we have not just Joe, but we also have Chai.
Hi.
So this is my fiance, Chai. I talk about her often in the videos, but now we get to talk to her. And we're going to be answering some questions that you have asked, and let's see how we do. All right, so the first question that everybody seems to ask is how we met. Do you want to take that one or you want me to?
Well, there's going to be a different version from you and from me.
Oh, do we meet in different ways? I met her in a back alley and she met me in a boardroom.
You always say that when someone asks us.
So what happened was I got off the plane and I was looking at my phone. I was in the parking lot and somebody jumped out from behind a bush, hit me over the head. No, we met online, I think.
Yeah, we've met in a dating site.
Yeah, dating app's pretty common. It's called Bumble. Mm-hmm. I think it's very popular in the US. I was actually using it in the US before my first trip to the Philippines. And so I decided that I would try travel mode just before I came to the Philippines. And we started chatting pretty much right away.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Actually, I had a different motive.
Oh.
When I went to Bumble. It was a recommendation from a friend. But during the time that we met, I had a very hectic schedule. So I didn't get to socialize as much as often as I could. So going to Bumble was somewhat like my way of socializing.
Okay, just to be clear, she wasn't in prison.
No. What do you mean? Why do you always joke around like that?
She had a hectic schedule at work. So tell them a little bit about what you used to do.
Yeah, so previously I was a corporate girly. So I want to say that way,
it sounds
it's a bit of a romanticized version of working a 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. job, because our clients were US based. So I was one of the managers in a BPO company in Cebu, who also has a company in Manila. So I'm saying hectic because from time to time I fly in Manila and then back to Cebu all while managing different lines of business. So
yeah.
I do get the weekends off, but I just usually use it for sleep. That's why a friend recommended me to while I'm in bed, I could just swipe right and swipe left to people. Then I met you.
And initially, she was just looking for somebody to practice English with. So
don't say that, but it's true though. No, it's true. Because prior to my 9 to 5 job, I had like a freelance gig for life insurance agents in a life insurance agency. Sorry about that. So I have to relate more of my clients, which are Filipino based. So it's a shift for me from speaking just the mother tongue to focusing more on English and getting out that message. So I needed someone to banter with, and luckily I swiped right. Literally swiped right.
So, and that's something else. A couple of people have asked what language you speak, and
multiple.
Yeah. So the Philippines is really a bunch of different cultures sharing one country. So you speak Bisaya, which is a native tongue in Cebu. I also know how to speak Tagalog. I understand my dad's native tongue, which is Ilonggo, but I don't speak the language. But most of the time, once you get to know one language, it just, you kind of have a sense of what they're talking about. Okay. All right. So the next question that people seem to ask is, what attracted you to me? They don't seem to ask as much what attracted me to you, which I think is important, but nobody seems to care. So what attracted you to me?
For me, physically, it's his beard. Like, I like bearded men. So automatically swipe right, But most of all, I like how he created his profile. He loves traveling. We share that same interest. So speaking with him wasn't as hard as the other matches I had. While at the same time, he did indicate what kind of job he had, which is like in line with the executive role that I was with. So for me, I'm getting my boxes tick. Like, I match with a bearded man. Plus, I get to speak English in the most professional way. Because if you go with us, I do tend to create my own vocabulary, which I'm teaching Joe from time to time. So it was quite hard to switch to a much more, what do you call this? Like legal. See? To much more serious role. So when Joe and I matched, it was like, that's it. So it ticked all my boxes.
That's sweet. Today's episode is also brought to you by Helen's Himalayan Sea Salt Substitute, the only salt substitute that comes in delicate glowing pink flakes. That means you can season your fried fish or feed your live ones. It's versatility you can taste, and your doctor will thank you for it, because if you get anywhere near this stuff, you should absolutely call your doctor immediately. Thanks to Helen's Himalayan Sea Salt Substitute for keeping our sodium levels low and our seasoning levels suspicious.
How about you? What attracted, I know that my profile is amazing. So aside from that being amazing.
Yeah, that's it. I think that was a big thing for me, is that she was looking for something long-term. She wasn't trying to, date for convenience sake. And we had those long-term goals. And that was the hardest thing for me back home. I dated, a few people toward the end before I had planned to leave. And they were all wonderful, but they all had like their career focus or family focus or something like that would keep them from picking up and moving across the world. And that's really what I was looking for. And you were very open to travel wherever, whenever, however. And that was really what I was looking for in a partner.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the next question is about travel. Out of all the places that we've been together, what is your least favorite place and what is your most favorite place? And I'll kind of add from the perspective of us spending more time or retiring there long term. Because right now, as if you watch the channel at all, you know we move every month. We live in a different place. We don't have a home base. We just pick up and go to a different place
To
every
the
month.
next, what do you call that? Seat sale.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a seat sale for this place. Good job.
Yeah.
Book it.
So, what is your least favorite and what is your most favorite?
Personally, I would rate the places that we've been at based on the community that surrounds us. So, my decision would be based solely on if the locals are able to afford living in that place. So the least favorite that I have would be, I know it would be controversial.
Oh no.
Philippines has, like, I want to put the disclaimer out there, and
Okay.
you must edit it with like disclaimer, you know? Disclaimer. Whatever she's saying, that's her opinion.
Not necessarily the opinion of this channel
Yes.
or its parent company, Helen's Himalayan Sea Salt Substitute.
So, disclaimer, okay? Like I said, Philippines has like a lot of beautiful islands. However, there are some specific places that we've been to that I would say like this is only good for like a short-term visit, but not like in a longer run.
Okay.
First would be I'm gonna get bashed. First for me would be Siargao. Siargao is so beautiful. I've surfed there a couple of times.
Yep.
He tried to take photographs with me surfing, and we really love the place. We
I
do.
got a couple of good videos.
I know.
I'll put one in this right here. You'll see there, right here is a
What's that?
good. I'm making a bracket for that's where I'm going to put
I'll
it.
help you.
I'm going to put it right here over your face. It's a good video of you
Yeah,
ride to take pictures.
like I said, like it was such an amazing trip. However, as a local, it was quite on the, if you have a US based clientele, you'll be able to live there kind of price point. But if you're just a local, you'll have to really stick on like, budgeting more of your provisions, something like that. So in the long
interesting.
run, for me, I couldn't see myself living in Siargao in the longer run. Short term though, or like a quick visit, oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's like one of the places that you have to try. But in the longer run, that's not something I could see myself.
Siargao, I thought it was amazing. My favorite vehicle rental.
Oh
in
yeah.
Siargao.
Oh yeah.
Rented the
Because
the,
of it, he kind of has like a little obsession
Yeah.
of chimneys.
the chimney we rented there was
Amazing.
Yeah.
It was.
it had every possible like off-road capability thing added to it. It was
/
the
zombie
ultimate-
survival.
Yeah, it was the
equipment.
ultimate man's vehicle. And you, I mean, I can't take any credit for it. She picked it out and organized it and everything. We just went and the guy handed me the keys. And
Oh,
it
yeah, and
it
the
was
guy
awesome.
who rented us out the chimney was so kind as well.
Yeah, that was a great experience. So I enjoyed Siargao. I almost died there in the cave thing.
No, he's just exaggerating. He really was just exaggerating. Although he almost got taken by, unknown creatures because he was quite silent. Remember the tour guide was saying like, always make noise or else someone will just snatch you right out.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So, what's the favorite place you've been? Like, what's the place out of all the places we've been to so far? Many more to go. What's the place that you would say is your number one? I could definitely retire here.
Oh, I'll have a tie
Oh.
between Bangkok and Dumaguete.
Ah,
Yeah, Bangkok because of its convenience. Like whatever I'm paying for, it's worth the price that I'm paying for. Or maybe coming from someone who hasn't had that much experience in trains, I got so fascinated of how fast their trains are. I like how they strategically put train stops in malls, which was so good. Like for someone, like, when you're retiring, you'll have some limitation. And being that Bangkok is able to put those strategically,
Yeah, if you need to go from one mall to another mall really quickly, Bangkok is your place. I don't know that that's...
What?
I mean, if you shop all the time...
No, I love their food too, Bangkok.
Yes.
Tom yum and pork belly. Those are just the things that I really, really love. Like the moment we came back to Thailand, I was looking for tom yum again. There's just something about tom yum that I really like.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, it's a kind of a sweet and sour soup, typically with seafood, but you can get it with other things. She likes the seafood. She likes the mushrooms, and it's for me, it's not a flavor I really like. It is that kind of sweet and sour, tangy, kind of a high note for me. I'm not a fan. I love the crispy pork belly.
Oh yes.
I love the pad krapao. Pad Thai, which I did not like back home. I've had Thai, US version of Thai many times and did not like it. But in Bangkok, they seem to know how to make it for some reason. Very odd, but it's really, really good.
Oh, and Bangkok really was the one who opened my palate to vegetables. I'm not a very big vegetable eater, but how they cook their meals, that really like changed the game of me. Like, you know what? Let me give it a try. Something like that.
That's true. Filipino food is typically meat and rice, and there's
very savory, very flavorful as well. So very strong on, added ingredients.
It tends to be super sweet to me, to my palate. There's a lot of sweet notes in Filipino food, but not a whole lot of vegetables. So Vietnam is, if you think Thailand, so Philippine vegetables, Thai vegetables, Vietnamese vegetables. You can't get anything without lots of green here.
Sure. I think Thailand prepared my palate for Vietnam. I'm very thankful of that. Vietnam, I began eating like a lot of grains, which is so good for digestion. I think I'm getting into the point of my life where I'm having like a cute relationship with vegetables to take care of my health. But other than that, going back, I like Dumaguete of how convenient. See, like I have a tie between Bangkok and Dumaguete because they're very much convenient. They do have some cons, however, Dumaguete, price-wise, leisure-wise, everything is walkable. The place that we rented out, was positioned very good, wherein like if you want to like splurge on eating good food, we can just walk towards it.
Yeah, and it's not much of a splurge in Dumaguete. Even the really, really high-end restaurants are very affordable. Food there was some of the best. It tends to cater. There's a big U.S. and Canadian expat population in Dumaguete. So there's a lot of options that cater to our palates, and they're very affordable. It is very convenient. I didn't love the place we stayed as far as
the space.
The space itself. It felt small.
Yeah, it was. It really was. But I think if you're able to kind of spend more time on looking into like where to stay as a home base, I think we'll be able to find like a place in Dumaguete or Bangkok, both of which I would say very convenient.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dumaguete has my heart as well because of how near it is port to port between Siquijor and Cebu. So, which is so cool. Similar with Bangkok, like from Bangkok to Hua Hin, which we recently went, was
3 hours.
Yeah, so somewhat similar to like a travel from Dumaguete to Cebu. So that's why I place both of these places like number one. Like I could see myself like spending there. The only difference I think that I would say like Dumaguete could do better would be air travel wise. Bangkok, of course, as we know, is the biggest city of Thailand. So like wherever you want to go, choo, you know. Dumaguete, it's booming. They do have some flights as well available, but I hope to see in the near future, like, you know.
Yeah, if they got an international airport and a little bit bigger mall, maybe some sidewalks.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Because most of the sidewalks that we've been to, it's either under construction or it's just like one lane only sidewalk.
There were only a few questions directed to just me, but I'm hoping there'll be more to come. Someone back home asked me on Instagram, what's been the biggest surprise about traveling full time? You'd think it's about culture and discovery. And yeah, that's part of what I love about travel. But the most surprising thing has been how little it costs to live somewhere new every month. We stay in tourist hotspots, eat out almost every meal, shop at the malls and boutiques, and I'm still spending less than half what I spent as a single guy in the US. All right, so the next question, another question I don't really understand, but it is, how do you, not me, nobody cares about me, how do you deal with the age difference?
Well, maybe the sender was just really curious about our age difference because it's quite big.
Okay.
Quite.
I mean, well, I'm 51 now. I retired at 50, but I'm 51, and you are
29.
29. So that's, I mean, it's a difference.
It's a number.
It is a number. All right,
and I would say as well that it's just a number. So the age difference didn't bother me. I was really looking at for a partner that shares the same interest as I do. And like I said early on in this video, like you tick all of the boxes, which is kind of what I'm looking for. So it didn't bother me at all. How about you? Like I know the question was directed to me. But how about you? How do you deal with people, you know, because in the Philippines, it's typical to see this kind of combination. So I want to ask you that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like we do occasionally get like the odd stare here and there. There are, generally in Southeast Asia, there are a good number of couples where there's a pretty significant age gap as compared to back home. And it's not nearly as rare, but you know, I'm not missing out on anything as far. I think there are a lot of people who are like, what do you guys talk about? What do you have in common? And, you know, sure, occasionally I'll make a reference to a movie I saw when I was a kid and she won't have seen it. That's about it. You know, one of the things that definitely attracted me to the Philippines as a place to potentially retire is the sense of humor. I'm not saying that I have a great sense of humor, but I do crack myself up. And I think there's something about this kind of like Western sarcastic, make fun of yourself and everybody else at the same time type of humor that is definitely present in the Philippines, I think.
Yeah.
And so your sense of humor is something that I found very attractive early on. And the fact that you weren't, you know, a shrinking violet, you know, you'll make fun of me and call out my stupidity when I do something boneheaded, which is, you know, 5 or 10 times a day. You'll be happy to point that out.
Oh yeah, because that's our culture. Like if someone banters with us, we banter more. So whoever's left to out banter that person wins. And I like winning.
Fair enough. So the next question is about stuff. And this one kind of came out of the blue for me and really hit me in the feels. And that is, the question is, how much stuff do you take on these monthly trips. So every month we pick up and move to a new location, and we have way more stuff than I would like. But we still have, if you compare it to an average couple, we have almost nothing. But so
we started off with a basic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then eventually, like for me personally, I love collecting things, specifically books. That's one of my non-negotiable. I always bring a good book with me. So that kind of adds up.
Kindle, if you would like to sponsor this channel, we could do a trial run. She does not seem to want to buy a Kindle Paperwhite. I would love to get her one, but she wants
Thank you for the offer.
actual book. She says she loves the smell.
It's the experience
feel.
of opening a new book and smelling the pages. That's just for me.
So, Jeff, if you're listening, if you can make the Kindle smell stale like an old bookstore, maybe you could have like a little different spray scents, and you can market those. Maybe there's a monthly subscription product where you can subscribe to a new
scent
Kindle
every month.
A new scent. It could be like the screen protector can be scented.
And it's quite different as well. For me, I really love highlighting my book, and I love the feel of flipping through the pages myself.
And I'm sure there are a lot of people out and
maybe I'm just not open to the idea yet, but who knows,
Well, so aside from her library, we've limited, kind of weeded down our clothes. So we each have what I refer to as a capsule wardrobe, where all the tops match all the bottoms, and we can mix and match. There are a couple of outlier pieces. You've got a couple of dresses that are, kind of one-offs, but for the most part, we have very minimal clothes. We are hauling around our scuba gear, which looking back, that was a mistake on my part. You can rent all that everywhere. Your mask and snorkel. Yeah. Okay. You want that to be unique to you. I think everything else, just rent where you're going rather than we're hauling around fins and this, that, and the other. I've got a couple of, like pullovers that are specific for scuba, and it's more than we need to haul because we have to take it everywhere with us. We can't leave it in a closet somewhere. It comes everywhere. So that's more. We need to cut that down. And then I've got some like camera gear, I do photography. So I've got a drone that I don't use as much as I should. Some camera gear, some recording gear. We've got a laptop that we share. So yeah, we've got a little bit more stuff than I would like, but still pretty minimal. And one of the big considerations, if you're watching this in the US, one of the big considerations there is the stuff you can take with you on the plane. And in the US and in the West, even in Europe, you can carry some pretty big stuff on board with you. They really, last time I flew in the US, they didn't really weigh my carry-on. They do that in Asia. So Southeast Asia and in Japan and in China, they weigh your carry-on, and you have 7 kilograms. Your carry-on has to, and that includes the bag itself. So 7 kilograms is not a whole lot of weight. And then you've got a 20 kilogram limit on your your checked bag. So that's pretty tight. And we're at the point now where we have 2 20 kilogram checked bags, 2 carry-ons, and 2 personal items. And our personal items are really pushing the limit. At some point, we're going to get called out for that. I've got a bag that I wear over my chest that is, it will fit under the seat in front of me, but barely. And then you've got a gym bag that you carry as your personal item. It's the same. So to answer the question, for a month-long stay by Western standards, we carry very little. If you think of any retired couple that live in a permanent place, I mean, we have next to nothing compared to that. We have very, very little, but it's still more than is comfortable on those travel days. And maybe we'll do a video of a travel day with all our bags and stuff and share that pain. But yeah, so it's always a constant wanting to whittle down, find the one thing that'll do, replace 2 items. And really, I don't buy new clothes unless something is giving out and I'm replacing one off. I recently had to replace a pair of shorts. So, and that's hard for being a Western guy. I'm just built a little different, and I'm a little bit bigger than a lot of the Southeast Asian dudes. So finding a pair of shorts that fit me and was what I was looking for took a lot of time. But there again, the malls in Thailand.
Amazing.
Yeah. Bangkok's even better, but Hua Hin has a couple of good malls.
Yeah.
That's it for this round of questions and answers. Thanks to everyone who sent questions in. We'll definitely do more of these, so drop your next question in the comments below. Whether it be about travel, retirement, relationship, favorite foods, anything goes. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and tap on the bell so you'll know when the next one drops. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in the next one, where we discover the only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen all at once. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed the video you just watched, check this one out, because I think you'll love it too.